everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Cycle Podcast, your COVID-free home for everything sports and entertainment. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, remember to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, head on over to our Twitter at the Cycle Podcast _, and follow us on Spotify, the Cycle Podcast, to keep updated on our new episodes. For this episode, we're going to be discussing some new music, movies, TV, and the most sports we can considering the circumstances, with myself, Cam May, David Cook,
hello,
Kenny Briggs,
what's up?
AJ Morrow,
what's going on?
And George Stow.
What up?
Boys, let's start with sports. We got some good news last week. Florida is now considering WWE an essential business, and Dr. Fauci said other pro sports could be next, hopefully soon, considering they opened up their beaches and we're kind of getting into being able to go outside soon within the next month, hopefully. What do you guys think about that?
Honestly, man, I don't even know why Florida's a part of this country.
With that.
Hey, there's a real problem going on now. They have to find a way to sell their drugs. And WWE, there is no other place outside that arena where you can sell more drugs than that. So obviously they're going to do a great job with that. They're going to make a ton of money. Our economy is going to be booming because of that. So I'm happy they're doing it.
Business is booming.
I mean, hopefully, maybe if they open it up in Florida, we could at least get some baseball going, have that spring training Arizona plan transfer over to Florida. It could be.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that came out this past week or so that baseball is planning on doing keeping the same leagues the Great
trying
League.
to basically play the season as spring training in Arizona almost, and just keep everyone confined and isolated. I just don't know how it will work, considering players probably wouldn't like being taken away from their families for a few months at least.
Yeah.
Difficult.
I know it's different with hockey and to an extent basketball, because there's only for hockey at least there's 12 games left in the regular season, so they're probably not going to play the regular season. And
yeah. I
mean, they could just do the games up in Canada. There's enough remote areas where there's going to be a hockey rink at. I feel that they could that's a viable option for the NHL to explore, is to go into Canada and try to find an arena and just have everybody play there.
Yeah, what Dana White was going to do with UFC and buying his own island, that was awesome. It was going to be something. I'm not the biggest UFC fan, but getting something.
That would be incredible.
And just imagine the views that being the first sport to come back. I mean, anybody would watch that.
Yeah, at this point, sports fans need literally anything they can get. Exactly. Sports Center is dry right now.
Everything is dry.
Yeah, playing reruns of stuff.
We're gonna be filming at LeBron's house soon.
I mean, thank God that we got the
Bronny James TikToks.
The Last Dance documentary. Thank God that came out, because it actually gave people something to talk about.
True.
Something new.
True.
Have you guys watched the first episode in that?
I didn't even watch it yet.
I've yet to.
Sam, it's what 10 part documentary.
Yeah, heard some great reviews about it though, so definitely hype.
Yeah, I know Nug watched it. He liked it. I might have to tune into that. But I mean, it's just we need any sports, and I mean, I'm even worried at this point that the NFL is going to get hit, and college football, which are my two favorite sports to watch, and baseball. And now you got Von Miller and Brian Allen, the Rams center, contracted the coronavirus. I believe Brian Allen recovered, but still it makes you wonder, what is the NFL going to do? How are they going to react to this? You see Rudy Gobert, and obviously it's different because they were in season, but as soon as he gets it, everything shuts down.
Yeah, dude, that man, Rudy Gobert, deserves Defensive Player of the Year. He shut down 2 leagues, man. He shut down 2 leagues.
The whole country, bro. He started it all.
I don't think Von Miller will be nearly as hated as Gobert is.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
With his teammates, and apparently Donovan Mitchell is not a big fan of his good friend Rudy right now.
Yeah, because he wasn't going out being an asshole like Gobert and touching all the microphones.
Yeah, an idiot. Ruined the NBA season for us, but
hey, man.
I mean, it's probably gonna get canceled anyways, though.
I wish nothing but the best for Von Miller, bro. I mean, I definitely think he'll get better soon. But with what he's getting now, nobody's going to want to block that man. He's going to get a ton of sacks next season. So, you know what? It's a good thing for him. He's going to ball out now. Ain't nobody's going to be trying to block him.
Is there a secret strategy?
I think I saw that OTAs were already moved to online, so
yeah,
Vaughn won't even matter, him being sick.
Nah. I think we'll be good. At least I hope so, as long as this thing clears up soon enough. I just want some football. But I'm glad we're getting some NFL news, like with the draft coming up Thursday. Check out our draft preview if you haven't, episode 1.
Yes, do that.
Great episode, the boys.
so
Doug,
plug right
Ben,
there.
AJ, Will, Jeff. Am I forgetting anyone?
No.
That's good.
All right,
We spent a lot of time on that.
Check out episode 1. It's a great episode. But now today we had the news with Gronk getting coming out of retirement, getting traded to the Buccaneers to pair up with Tom Brady once again.
The old men getting back together.
This honestly came out of nowhere.
I know.
I mean, I kind of it did come out of nowhere, but I mean, Gronk, he's what, 30 right now?
Yeah, I expected him to come back eventually.
I expected him to come back, and now that Tom's out of New England and you can go to Tampa,
yeah,
I think it makes sense.
I honestly think that this puts the Buccaneers into immediate like a deep contention for the playoffs. I mean, you obviously have teams like the Saints, 49ers, and the Vikings who will still most likely be there next year.
And the Seahawks.
And it's going to be hard. I don't think they'll beat the Saints out for the division, but I mean, an offense with Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Gronkowski. When you're in the red zone, who are you going to double team?
Yeah, he's got a point.
They have so much talent; it's actually ridiculous.
Defense was having last year.
Yeah, and their defense is good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And having Mike Evans as a keeper in fantasy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared. But I mean, I think it's gonna be cool to actually see the Buccaneers
Shout out to Chris Godwin.
Yeah, I mean, it is really cool. I like Gronk.
I won't be mad if Chris Godwin gets a ring.
Mm-hmm. I honestly,
Sorry, Cam. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Cam.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. No, but I like Gronk. I like all those guys. It's just I don't like Tom Brady. I don't like seeing him win.
Hey, he's gonna prove everyone wrong and cheat his way to another title. It's gonna be great.
Mahomes is gonna win again.
Oh, but the NFC is gonna be a great competition with them.
Look, honestly,
Seahawks.
in general, it is so funny how the AFC is getting all the good young quarterbacks. Like the AFC North, you have Baker. I mean, he had an off year last year, but I mean he's still young. You have Lamar Jackson, and then you're gonna have most likely Joe Burrow going with the Bengals, and
we're gonna have Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
We got Big Ben, baby.
Hell of a drop off.
Did you guys see the picture of him in quarantine?
He looks
Ben?
like man.
With the beard?
Oh, with the beard?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looks
like the guy from Rudolph.
Yeah, the guy from Rudolph, yeah.
That's good. There you go.
Oh, jeez.
All right, I think we milked about all we can out of sports for now. Hopefully we can do that soon. Let's move on into some movies. We got some news the other day, or last week, I believe, that Marvel is changing up their schedule, pushing everything back, obviously because they can't really film right now. What do you guys think about that? What are you looking forward to? I mean, obviously we got a few years now for it, some closer than others, but
yeah. So I have the dates here if you guys want me to read them off. Okay. So Black Widow is now dated on November 6th, 2020. The Eternals, which was previously dated November 6th, 2020, is going to move to February 12th, 2021. Shang-Chi is going to move to May 7th of 2021. Doctor Strange is going to move to November 5th, 2021. And then Thor, Love and Thunder is going to move to February 18th, 2022. And then the Untitled Marvel, which I'm pretty sure the Untitled Marvel, which is going to be Captain Marvel 2, is going to be July 8th, 2022.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm excited for. And I mean, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I mean, you didn't even have the TV shows on there. All those are going to be great. Like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like I said, Loki, Hawkeye. Those are just 3 personally that I'm excited for. And then the movies, Doctor Strange, which I like the first one a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I know they're having trouble with the whole Doctor Strange. I know they got rid of their one director that they had working on it, and then they're bringing in, I think, Sam Raimi actually.
Yeah, Raimi's the new director.
Raimi's going to be the new director, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, they want some horror element in Doctor Strange from learning from like Comic-Con or whatever. So, and I know Raimi has that background with horror and stuff like that. But obviously, I mean, it's not going to be like, you know, like Thrasher, you know what I mean? Like a hack and slash kind of film. It's going to be,
that would be really cool.
I think it'll be interesting given like, you know, that's something that we haven't really experienced in the MCU. And I think it's a really, you know, cool direction. That also, I also kind of am interested in the Disney Plus show with WandaVision. I think that one's going to be pretty cool just because how different it's going to be, just to see what they're kind of going to want to go with, what direction they want to take that in. And then that going to be, I'm pretty sure that's going to be connected some way into the Doctor Strange movie as well. So I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm most excited for Thor: Love and Thunder. Thor is my favorite Avenger, and
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Natalie Portman, and also Christian Bale is going to be the villain in this movie.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm excited for that.
Natalie Portman.
So, star-studded cast, and Natalie Portman, apparently she will become the female version of Thor. That is Cam's favorite woman.
Absolutely.
In the entire world.
I'm really excited for Guardians of the Galaxy. Supposedly, I think we're confirmed to be in it too. So that sounds
or Thor was supposed to be in Guardians 2 or one or the other. But yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Guardians 3, another movie.
And then like the last Thor Ragnarok was one of my favorite Marvel movies. You know, that one was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
So much better than the other Thors.
Yeah, I'm rewatching the Marvel movies right now, and I'm stuck right now on the second Thor movie, Thor: Dark World. I don't want to watch it at all. Like I'm like Kid Rock. I'm like, because I just know it's bad. It's just like I'm just not looking forward to it. But yeah, Thor Ragnarok was great. I really like they just kind of like went a different direction with the character, and I think that worked perfectly with Hemsworth. And Taika Waititi was the director, and he's awesome. So
yeah.
And then, you know, Black Widow, I think, you know, that'll be I feel like that movie will kind of be more similar in the line of like Captain America movies, like Captain America Winter Soldier, kind of more of like a spy kind of thing. And I think that would be pretty cool as well. And it just sucks that, you know, when it's getting released, because I still think it's like just out of place.
Yeah, I think it's released too late. I think it should be before.
Because I think this movie is supposed to be between the Black Widow movie is supposed to be between Infinity War and Endgame, I think. Or no, is it supposed to be Civil War and Infinity? It's supposed to be like some in that range or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know how excited I am for it. I mean, I'll probably watch it, especially just to get out of this damn house when we're able to.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know how much it interests me. Like you said, I feel like it's releasing too late, and knowing the fate of her character already, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't excite me much.
Honestly, at this point, though, I'll pretty much watch anything that Disney Marvel puts out.
Yeah, that's true. It always usually is a good surprise, even if I don't think I'm going to like it, I do.
And then another movie I am very excited for is The Eternals with Richard Madden is going to be in it, and also our boy Kit Harington, a couple of Game of Thrones guys, and Kit Harington's going to be the Black Knight, and I think that's going to be a good movie and just with some good actors, and they had to push it back, but it's still, I think, it's going to be one of the first ones to come out of this new Phase 4 after Black Widow.
Yeah, it's the movie directly after Black Widow, so it's going to be coming in February 12th of 2021 is when it's slated to hit.
So I'll hopefully I'll be able to go to the theater and watch that.
What's his name? Like, got ripped that like was a comedian.
Oh yeah, Camille. What is his name? I know you're talking about though. Yeah, I saw him on like Jimmy Kimmel. He's like, or like one of he was doing like one of his like talk show like rounds or whatever. But yeah, dude, like he's jacked now.
It's kind of funny. He's always a nerd in movies, so it's a different thing.
Who are you guys talking about?
I gotta look this up real quick. Hold on.
Oh, you don't know his name.
But I think like the whole movie, it's gonna be interesting to see how this like whole like what the movie theaters, the movie studios, how they all react to this whole quarantine thing.
Are movie theaters like trying to open up? So I think AMC said that they're trying to open up. It was AMC or Regal.
I'm being honest. Like, so if our country, like, if we do like a partial reopening, so let's say like movie theaters in like Ohio opens, I guarantee you there's some people that are gonna be like that crazy that would like drive like let's say from New York to Ohio to go see the new Marvel movie or whatever. Or like to go see a new movie, like if they're big enough fans for it, and then that could just spread the virus possibly even more. I bet you there's still some people that are
I don't know
that are that crazy. And it's just like, how do you kind of like release your movies then if the whole like United States is partially open? You know, how is that going to affect the box office? With going to see movies, is like, do you want to wait and just wait until everybody gets open, or do you want to just try to hit hard in those markets that the movie theaters are available and try to maximize and get as much as you can out of that, and then just re-release the kind of nationwide, I guess, whenever we get back into some sense of normalcy. And then you have the issues of piracy as well with that.
Yeah, that'll be a huge issue.
Yeah, unfortunately. Not gonna lie, I took part in that a lot in college.
1, 2, 3 movies.
That's what
FBI.
Watched about 100 movies on that.
Yes. I have a jailbroke Fire Stick. I can get movies that are still in theaters on my TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, although I don't really ever use it because I don't know how. But I can do it.
I wonder what they're gonna do with the Oscars. Like, is this just gonna be like a lost year? Like, I literally don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how they're gonna do the draft on Thursday. I heard the Bengals yesterday had technical difficulty.
So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be glitchy.
Bears GM said his wife was vacuuming the living room and unplugged his whole setup of 7 monitors.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Oh my god!
Just this whole thing.
It's gonna be a mess.
Chaos, but I can't wait to watch it.
Same, bro. I need it. Inject into my veins.
Hell yeah.
Are there any other like movies that you guys are looking forward to that are supposed to still release in 2020?
2020.
Bond, right? Is that still releasing in 2020?
What's up?
Is James Bond still releasing in 2020?
I think so. I'm not sure. I think it might have gotten postponed to like November. I know Tenet is still, which is the new Christopher Nolan movie. That's still scheduled for July, early July. I think like November. Yeah. So like if Tenet falls and has to reschedule, I think we can see even more movies getting pushed back. And I think you could honestly, this whole rescheduling of movies can honestly be a strategic thing for the movie studios too. Like, there's these big like flagpole or flagship movies that are going to be taking over like November or whatever. When should we push back our other movies so that we don't have to deal with that type of competition and run the risk of getting forgotten or just going under the radar and not getting enough box office pull that you can.
Yeah, it could honestly make a little dent for like movie theaters. Like if there's nothing really too big coming out, like if they have to release movies no one's really heard about or seen like trailers for in the theaters, they might not get as much business when things do open up, obviously. And like it's going to be weird having such a big like gap between like times of when we want new movies and things like that.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting to watch.
I feel like still like the animation, it'd be cool. Animation movies could still probably like get work done and still be in production, because I mean you can do, I'm assuming you can do like animation, the production of it all at your home. So like I feel like some movies like that, I mean you might see a spike of like animated movies that could happen, and then all of them going straight to like an on-demand kind of system.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tenet still comes out in July, because honestly, if it was scheduled to come out in July, it's most likely already done filming and they're just finishing up the little things before they release
like the movie's
so
probably mostly done. It's just if they're gonna get it pushed back because of the virus.
Although I think today on Twitter, Governor Wolf said that, I mean, we're here in Pennsylvania, saying that we could start a partial reopening May 8th. Although I don't know what that'll entail, if that'll include, like, are we allowed to go to movie theaters? Are movie theaters even going to be open? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. So,
and, like, even if we do this, like, partial reopening, I'm not even going to feel comfortable going out in, like, large public spaces for, like, the first 2 weeks or so. Like, it's just going to be weird, and it's just I'm not going to feel comfortable, particularly. I don't know how you guys are going to feel.
No, I agree. I think it's just, I don't want to
definitely going to
be.
be.
Yeah, go ahead, George. I can't find the words.
There's definitely going to be, that underlying paranoia for a while. Definitely for me when I go out, like who's all touched this, like who's all been here, like especially like a movie theater, like who's all sat in this seat. I feel like it's going to be like that for a little while. And it's definitely going to take, a decent amount of time to get back to completely normal.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about this like for like the career fairs and stuff like that because I know Penn State we have like these big career fairs. Like, how are in like the recruiting process in general? Like, what are we gonna do with recruiters? Like, are we gonna shake their hands? Are we not gonna shake their hands? Like, is like the career event which happens in like the BJC? Is that gonna be like? Are we gonna have like a cap limit on the like how big how like a capacity on how many kids can be in the career fair? So like that waiting in lines, how close can we be? It's just gonna be like a lot of a big headache for the colleges as well to how to go around this new normal, I guess, that we're finding ourselves into.
I mean, it's a headache for everything. We've never experienced anything like this, and I hope to God we never have to again in our lifetimes because it's chaotic and it's a pain. And I mean, I can't even imagine what people who are losing their jobs. I can't imagine what they're feeling.
I know.
Stuff like
You guys tell me not joining the rallies against the virus.
I love the people in Pittsburgh who are out there protesting. We don't want to wear masks as they're all wearing masks.
Yeah.
That welcome people who had the virus because it's your right.
Just go home.
Like,
people are just stupid.
It's just like I just tell myself karma's gonna get them.
Yeah.
Karma works its ways.
One way or another.
Oh yeah. It's funny to watch though, man. It's good. It's good comedy.
Yeah.
And honestly, with the way this thing's going, it's already affecting concerts, and it's going to continue to affect most, if not all, the summer concerts, which is disappointing as hell because I know some of us are going to see The Weeknd or planning on seeing The Weeknd, and it's not likely to happen, which is a huge bummer. But
yeah.
I mean, I just like there were so many people who were probably going to come that I want to see, but now we're not going to get that.
Yeah, I know. Like me and my family, we were supposed to go see Thomas Rhett. Thomas Rhett. I think it was like at the end of May and June-ish, around that time, and it got canceled, pushed back till August.
I thought Thomas Rhett was coming in like August 7th because I was gonna go to his concert and I was looking at it.
Yeah, I think that's like the rescheduled day or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
well, at least he rescheduled.
And man, I want to go see some country concerts, man. That's my stuff.
Sure, I'm on a country wave.
Yeah.
Jason Aldean's coming like late August, so I'm hoping that I can afford tickets and he doesn't cancel because I would like to try to go to that.
That'd be hype.
That would be hype. I mean,
favorite Jason Aldean song.
What? My favorite Jason Aldean song?
Yeah, favorite Jason Aldean song.
I don't know. There's too many good ones. I like everything he makes. Can't put me on the spot. What about? Do you like Jason Aldean?
Yeah, I don't mind him. Yeah, I mean, what? Big Green Tractor. That's.
I was listening to that yesterday. Me and you always used to sing that like in middle school and high school.
The most basic song, bro.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay, George. All right.
It's the most basic country song.
All right, Dan. No, You Make It Easy is actually fine.
Oh, that's a great song. Yeah.
Mine might be Rearview Town. It's off that song.
Is it? But it is.
I just looked it up, so
I bet you did.
You just looked it up. Do you like it, or you just?
Do you even like him, dude? You just looked him up.
No, I couldn't remember.
Are you a fan or something like that?
I only listen to country music in the summer, so I couldn't remember the exact name of it. So. No, one country song that I was popping last summer, God's Country. That song is fire. All right? I don't want to hear it.
I don't like Blake Shelton.
I don't really like Blake Shelton.
I don't really listen to him, but God's Country, that song is awesome.
Dude, that song is so fucking good.
That song is so trash.
You like it, AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mow my lawn and drink some beer.
Illegally,
That's on all country music?
Oh, yes.
Thomas Rhett would have been a great concert, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, and now they're like I don't even know who would have came. Like I just said a minute ago, there were so many people that probably were going to announce that aren't even going to now because it's not going to happen. And I'm just hoping that The Weeknd at least postpones instead
Yeah,
of
and then
fully cancels. That's someone I wanted to see for years.
Yeah, I really want to see him live, and it just stinks that we missed the opportunity. But I mean, and then there's like the other concerts, the ones that we like Coachella and all that stuff. Coachella, Rolling Loud, all those
I think Rolling Loud
concerts
already
like
happened, didn't it?
Did it? I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Something already happened. I don't know.
I get them all confused. They're all the same thing.
Yeah, I get them all this. Yeah.
All the same thing.
Although like honestly, every summer concert's probably gonna get canceled. At least we've had, good music come out so far this year. To keep us,
19.
To keep us sane. I mean, we've had, Lil Uzi Vert, obviously the greatest of all time, released 2 albums already.
I agree.
The Weeknd.
Yeah, he's
Who
the
else? The Baby just released. Tory Lanez, as usual. Honestly, Tory Lanez, he's like, I like Tory Lanez a lot because he has like different flows. Like he can honestly make an R&B song, he can make a rap song, and Tory Lanez is just so consistent with like a dropping. Like he drops a lot. Like he drops like 3 albums a year, like 3-4 albums a year.
He's not like
really
NBA YoungBoy level.
Yeah,
he's not
NBA YoungBoy level is kind of ridiculous because he's like 6 albums a year and like 40 EPs a year. But like Tory Lanez is like the great medium. Like he releases like 4 albums a year. They usually all have some bangers on them, like "Stupid Again" on the
dude. Yeah, the new Toronto 3 was fire, dude. D&D. I don't know if you listen to that song, George.
Yeah,
D&D. It's near the end of the album. Absolute heat, dude. Absolute heat.
I like "Stupid Again," D&D, "Accidents Happen," Lil TJ. Lil TJ is one guy that really came out in 2019, and then "Broken a Minute."
Broken a Minute, yeah. Broken a Minute. It's good.
I'm not a real big Tory Lanez fan. I've listened to him before. I don't hate him, but I'm just not a huge fan. I know you guys love the Uzi album. I'm not a huge Uzi fan either.
His new album yet.
But the Weeknd's album, fire as always, because he doesn't miss.
Incredible. Brought from back.
The man doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss.
He don't miss.
I know Kenny was bumping Faith with me.
Faith is
my favorite song.
Dude, I don't know. I think Escape from LA passed it up for me though. I don't know.
I like Escape from LA a lot.
I like In Your Eyes too.
In Your Eyes is just really good. Yeah, I've been bumping that a lot recently.
My next favorite is probably Save Your Tears and Blinding Lights.
Yes, and yes. Mm-hmm. Too Late. Good. I mean, it's all good in my opinion.
Yeah, I all really like that whole project and stuff like that. I just like kind of honestly even like the lead up to it, like all the videos that he posted with it was just kind of cool. Like I liked his kind of vibe and his kind of like character or act that he kind of put on for the album. I thought that was really interesting. I really like that aspect of it.
Yeah, a whole lot of hype with that.
I like it when artists kind of do that. Like you see, like you saw it with The Weeknd with his new with his new album, and then also with Igor as well. You saw it too, him performing in the like that suit and stuff like that.
It just shows that like these guys, they're obviously great musicians, but there's so much more too. Like they're so smart. And you see a lot of musicians going out and either acting or directing movies and stuff like that. It just shows that they're more than
artistic ability.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see. I love stuff like that.
Super. Another album that didn't disappoint was Don Toliver's album. That album was really good.
Yes, I was just about to say that. He's obviously like not a huge name right now, but with Travis bringing him up on Astroworld, can't say, great song. And then going on tour with The Weeknd, that's another huge opportunity for him because that album was really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest Dawn fan. I mean, I thought Heaven or Hell was all right. Like, I mean, I liked Cardigan. That was a good song. And the other songs that, like, he already released before the album are good. And then I like Euphoria. Euphoria is a good song with Travis in it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Euphoria, Wasted, and Can't Feel My Legs are my top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Mine probably would be No Idea, No Photos, and Cardigan.
I honestly really liked the whole entire album.
It was good.
Good.
Like I didn't have to skip any of the songs. I was like, wow, I can actually listen to all of these, and that doesn't happen often for me, at least.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't listened to a lot of it since he dropped because I mean, right after that, The Weeknd dropped, and then since then I've been listening to country music a lot for whatever reason. But I mean, when I do go back to it or a song comes on, it's really good.
Yeah, I definitely think springtime going into the summer is definitely it's definitely country time. That's how I am. I honestly I listen to my music like seasonal. Like I'll go based on seasons. Like spring, summer, I listen to more country. Going into the fall and winter, it's more rap, hip hop, R&B.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, I agree. I do the same thing. Like I listen to like rap and hip hop and R&B like year round, but like
yeah,
summer is definitely when like the country music just hits different in the summer. Like when you're hanging out with your friends all the time, it's nice weather all the time. The sun's always out. The country music literally just it's such a vibe.
Mm-hmm. Just however I feel at the moment, usually what I listen to.
Yeah, my mood's always changing. Why are you laughing at me, AJ?
Like,
yeah, and then also Eminem dropped too. I think Eminem. I think what he does is what more artists should do is just surprise dropping. Like I think that's the smartest thing.
Return of the King, baby. It was fire.
He was spitting.
I didn't even listen to Eminem's album. Not even gonna lie.
Oh, you're
definitely shouldn't. It's got a good juices on it. You'll like it.
I heard the Juice song.
You heard the Juice song.
You're gonna learn.
That's a good song.
So good.
What do you guys like better? You guys said you like when artists like have the little build up and then you have a little theme before the album, but then you also say you like when he surprise drops. What do you want, Ken? What do you want?
See, I feel like there's a difference. When they're building it up with videos and stuff, that's cool. Like, because Abel was dropping like teasers in those videos, and like the videos were coming with his singles as well. And I also liked how M dropped just like all of a sudden. There was no build up. The build up I'm talking about that I don't like is we have Drake right now building up his album and gaining so much hype, but with the way he's been the past few years, it's just been a disappointment.
It's gonna be great for TikTok though.
Hell yeah. He is gonna
honestly,
take over
that's literally what
TikTok
Tootsie
game.
Slide. That's the only reason why that is a song is for TikTok.
Is that where the money is though?
His entire album is just gonna be based off what are people gonna dance to for TikTok? Like what are the 12-year-old girls gonna dance to? And
that's where the money's at.
People are gonna listen to it, man. Like that's the thing. People will listen to it. People will play it. It'll get plays. It'll get views. You'll get money for it.
Drake is incredible, bro. That's why.
But like, I feel like with the hype, if you hype up an album so much, I mean, that's the one thing I was afraid with the Weeknd's album because we were all hyping it up, gassing it up, and like thank God it didn't disappoint. But I feel like a lot of albums that do get hyped up like that, they have a legitimate like possibility of
being underwhelming.
Being underwhelming. It's like Views. I mean, I like looking back on it, like Views isn't a bad album, but like
I'm gonna disagree with you there, Ken. No, I agree that it's not a bad album, and it did get a lot of hype. But I went back the other day, and maybe it's because comparing it to the last two projects he's dropped, it's a lot better than those. But I really like Views. I was going through the songs I saved, and it was really, really good.
Yeah, like you look back on it. Yeah, looking back on it now, I like it. But it's more of like whenever it first dropped, a lot of people I feel like were disappointed with it.
I feel like it's because he can't top and never will top Take Care.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks. Like whenever you have someone who drops an album like that, and it's like sort of towards like the more beginning of their career, people just compare everything they drop to that, and I feel like that's definitely the case with Drake. Like Drake's albums get so hyped up, and like even if they're good albums, people just love to just shit on it.
It's the same way with Khalid. I feel he dropped American Teen, came out of nowhere. Awesome. His first album, American Teen, was so good, and now his last album, I liked it, but it was an American Teen, and I don't know if he can ever get back to American.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with the Liv and Maddie theme song.
Oh my god! We're talking that genre. We need to be looking at.
We talked about Disney Plus earlier, Ken.
I'm not.
If we're looking at that,
Live
John, we
Maddie's on
need to be
Netflix,
talking
Dave. It's on
big
Netflix.
time
It's on
rush.
Netflix. It's not on Disney Plus. Yo, Big Time Rush is
Big
coming
time
back.
rush.
Dude, Big Time Rush is fire. I don't care what any
Fire.
of you say. They are fire.
Dude, I
I
swear to
don't wanna
God,
hear
Carlos hasn't aged. Like
They all
Carlos
look.
still
They
looks
all
the
look the
same.
same, dude. They all
Dude,
look.
all
I
right.
saw that video. I saw the video
Yeah.
of them like talking or whatever. They all look the same except like Kendall has like facial hair, and that's literally it.
Dude, was
I
I
think
the
if
only
the-
person? Go ahead, Dave.
I think if they drop an album, it might go platinum. It might go platinum.
Dude, because they'll have all their like girls who are grown up, but they still have that spot for them, so they're like literally gonna get.
Girls, bro.
It's
That would be me.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
mean, let's be
dude.
honest.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
Like I love
I mean,
that
I'm gonna
show,
listen
dude.
to it, so I'm gonna bump
Back.
to it.
Shit doesn't drive on the highway.
Probably better than half the shit that's dropping lately. I mean, I can't say that because we have had some good albums,
Like Cardi
we
song.
said earlier, but there is also a lot of.
I mean, the greatest of all time did drop 2 albums too, so.
No, The Weeknd only dropped one.
I'm here.
It was just
Oh.
it was just his deluxe.
Not
But no, dude, EA was great, bro. Yeah, I was
EA
whenever
was
whenever I
amazing.
first listened to Baby Pluto, dude, I almost like I wanted to cry, dude. I was like, start crying.
I think it's really a testament to Uzi's talent. The fact that Love vs. the World 2 was not like as good as Eternal Take at all. I love both albums a lot, but the fact that Love vs. the World, Lucy vs. the World 2 is not nowhere near as good as Eternal Take, and the fact that Eternal Take is basically all Uzi with like 2 features, I think it's really a testament to how he has so many different flows, and Uzi's one of those people that you listen to a song and you could get like a vibey song like I'm Sorry or like Venetia or something like that, or you can get some some hardcore like some dope ass song like Baby Pluto, Prices, songs like that. And Uzi has like, I'm kind of going off on a rant because he's my favorite artist, but he has such a good
No, go
ability
ahead.
of like taking songs and like segments of songs and making them his own, but he still incorporates it, and I think that's dope. Like that way, I know a lot of people didn't like that song, but that way, like how he incorporated like I Want It That Way, like from I forget
Yeah.
what was it, the
From
Backstreet Boys, like
Backstreet
how he
Boys.
incorporated that, and from Love Is Rage 2, The Way Life Goes, he took like that clip or like the segment of the girl singing from whatever song that was. He just has such a good ability to take songs like that and like make them his own, but they're still fire.
Yeah, like my favorite songs off of EA have to be probably I'd say Baby Pluto, I'm Sorry, P2. I love P2 mostly because I mean the originals is so good. EXO Tour Life, fire.
Yeah.
If we learned anything from that, it's that George is coming for Anthony Fantana's job. His ability to analyze music like that, I love that.
George is good at analyzing records.
It's a good
He's a
record.
When I
record
listen to
star.
him, I delay listening to music for so long unless it's really Lil Uzi. Or
Music
if it
are we
was
excited
Juice,
for?
but obviously Juice is gone. Rest in peace, Juice World.
Speaking of that, he's releasing a new album soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's talk about the music we're excited for.
Yeah, I am very excited.
Posthumous album, Juice World.
Usually, I'm not huge into that, but I think he definitely has enough music saved up that it's going to be pretty good. And I think people are going to do they're going to work hard to like make it the best they can for him. So I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how Mac Miller's posthumous album was treated. Like I hope they kind of do that with they respect the artist's kind of vision and stuff like that, and they don't stray away from it. Like I mean, I was like a really big fan of X and his posthumous albums. His first Skins wasn't that bad, but Bad Vibes Forever was pretty bad because like X would have, if X was alive, X would have never had a feature with Rick Ross. Like that's just not gonna happen. That just he wouldn't have done that.
on your song.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just not him.
So sophisticated.
Yeah, I don't want Juice's album to be anything like X's. Like you said, Skins wasn't bad, but Bad Vibes Forever, it wasn't.
There's some good songs, but it just like wasn't finished. It's like honestly, it's just kind of like you're just trying to get a bag from off of his name.
Yeah.
Just snippets.
I hope with Juice's album, I doubt that they have enough like really worthy music to make 2 albums, and I also like don't want them to do what you said, Ken, and just try to milk money out of it. I hope they just combine like the best songs and make it like one found tribute to Juice. That's what I'm really hoping for. And then
I only want one album too. I only want one album.
That's what I want. I only want one album, and just like make it as fire as you can, because he would honestly collab with anyone. So honestly, they could probably. I don't know who they're gonna bring on it, but he could. He literally.
Yeah, he's going from like. I know he just recently. He a song just dropped with him in a feature. It was like Spanish. He's gone from like Spanish musicians to like Eminem. So like he's
and
been
he's
everywhere.
been like with like he's had features with like Ellie Goulding, right?
Yeah, Ellie Goulding. Yeah,
together.
Yeah, it was a remix. Yeah.
Hate Me.
Yeah, Hate Me. That was a really good remix to that.
I think Juice is another example of like one of those artists that had a super good first album. Like Goodbye and Good Riddance was so awesome, but then like he had so much hype for second album. I loved his second album personally. I mean, it could be biased, but I thought it was really good. But I felt like it didn't really like come off very well, like to the meet or like to the, like on social media. I didn't really see too many people giving good reviews about it. I feel like it was generally disliked, but I thought it was a great album. I feel like people were just expecting another Goodbye and Good Riddance, but like that's not really something that you should penalize them for if they can't release another album that's like that good.
Yeah. Like
go ahead, Cam.
Go ahead, Kim.
People copying.
Fine, I'll go. No, but
wait, is AJ going now?
Everyone talk.
You should want people copying and pasting music, like just doing the same thing over and over again. Like you want people who want to explore and like make new things and like do other stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree. And like you said with Juice's album, I think it wasn't Goodbye and Good Riddance. I like Goodbye and Good Riddance better. I was going through it the other day and I realized how much I like Goodbye and Good Riddance. But like you said, Death Race wasn't bad by any means. And it took me a few listens to really enjoy it more. The more I listened to it, the more I liked it. And like,
yeah, I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. Like whenever I first listened to Death Race for Love, I originally didn't really care for it, but like now I'm listening back to it and like I hear like songs like Fast, songs like I didn't really catch on the first time listening to it. Now like re-listening to it, songs I really like,
Yeah, songs like Feeling was one of the songs for me. I didn't really like it when I first like heard it, but then as more I listen to it, the more I like it.
Shark Cupid is easily my top 5 songs of 2019.
Honestly, that song and Empty were my favorite songs from the album.
Yeah. Leading up to that album, he had really good singles. Really good singles. Robbery. Hear Me Calling? Was Hear Me Calling a single before that?
Yeah, it came out pretty close to the album though. I think. I don't remember for sure though. But honestly, hot take, I am excited for Migos' album. I think they're gonna see the backlash that came out from them trying to be a more hip hoppy on Culture 2. I think they're gonna take that. I think they're gonna come back, and I think they're gonna make some fire.
I want it to be good. You know what I mean? Because I know they tweeted out we're gonna try to go back to like Culture 1, vibes. That's what they were saying. But like, I hope it's good.
So good. So I mean, I really hope they go back to that. Like,
I mean, Culture.
Kind of like talking back at myself by saying I don't want them copy and pasting, but I feel like they could still recreate that in a different way. Hopefully,
that chemistry.
Just go back to the style. Like they don't have to make the same kinds of songs. They don't have to be the baby, but they can like. They need to go back to the same style, like the same thing, like rap, like instead of just being these hip hoppy.
Yeah, I'm with Ken. I want it to be good, but I'm just not optimistic. I don't want to. Yeah, actually, I don't care. I don't think they're creative enough to.
I mean, what like Culture 1 was just like so. I mean, honestly, going back to that point where we mentioned like they peaked. Like Culture 1 was the peak. Like that was entire album just slapped.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if I didn't add a song from the album.
Yeah.
Take off.
And then I mean, like Culture 2. I mean, Narcos was good. I like. Narcos.
Yeah, I liked Culture 2, but like it wasn't Culture 1 at all. But I didn't hate it. I still saved a lot of songs, and they had a lot of good features. But I would still like them to go back to their old style and.
Yeah.
It also didn't help that they had
Culture 3 like Culture 1 was.
It also didn't help they had like 20 plus songs either on Culture 2.
Yeah, you can't. I
feel like that hurts
on an album,
especially with them.
Like 20 plus songs on it. I think once you reach 20, like I feel like that's too high for an album, honestly.
Yeah.
I just think they sometimes ride their features too.
They should release
definitely.
Yes of ad libs.
They low key might have the best ad libs in the game.
Take off.
Mama.
They do.
We talked a little bit about Drake earlier. I mean, I'm sure he's dropping soon within the next few months, I assume. What do you guys think that's going to be like?
I mean, whenever he released those 2 songs, like Money in the Grave and the other one that nobody cares about, I mean, it was like Money in the Grave was fire.
Yeah, that song was really good.
And his feature on Life is Good was fire.
Yes.
Which, speaking of that, if it's true they're releasing a collab album again, Drake and Future, what do you guys think of that? Because
fire. I think Future's been doing really good lately.
He just released another single, right?
I think he released. Did he release an entire mixtape? Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. It's called Purple Rain. It's either a single or a mixtape.
He always stuff though.
He featured on DaBaby's new album. Went off on that.
He went off on What's Up with Uzi, but
that too.
Bring up Uzi again. He did. I can't lie. Gotta give him props.
Hey, facts.
Future's been so good for so long. Kind of crazy.
We're gonna bring up Low Life, baby. That's the song.
Low Life. Our song.
Low Life is our song. It is the Cycle song.
Hell yes. Speaking of collabs, though,
Tycoon was the recent song that Future just dropped. By the way,
what was it?
Tycoon. It's a single.
Listen to that.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about then. But speaking of collabs, 2 guys who are both due to drop soon, Kendrick and J. Cole. Have you guys heard anything? What are your expectations?
J. Cole needs a heavy bounce back.
Yeah, I agree with that, George.
What did he say?
Big time.
He needs a bounce back in the worst way.
I agree. But his features in 2019, he didn't miss.
Middle Child?
Pretty Little Fears.
Oh, yeah.
Middle Child was one of my top songs for 2019. Like, if J. Cole's coming out like that on his album, I'm gonna be blown away.
Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
Yes, his verses on there. I really like Revenge of the Dreamers.
Yeah, it was a good project.
There was a lot of things, but I wouldn't say I liked the whole thing, but there were certain songs that really.
Yeah, I liked Under the Sun, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, yes.
Costa Rica and Under the Sun are so good.
The Baby went off on Under the Sun as well.
The London was hot.
Yeah, that was another good feature. That and Purple Emoji with Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, he definitely needs a bounce back.
Off that. Forest Hills Drive, Born Sinner.
Down Bad.
Down Bad, yeah.
Down Bad was another good song.
Again.
And Kendrick. He's due. I mean, he's not a guy to really hype. I feel like he's more low key.
I love Kendrick.
Quiet with his stuff, but.
In Mad City.
His concert was great.
His concert was awesome.
Except the fact that they just had, like ambient, like flashing lights for like 20 minutes before you came on stage.
And it also poured down rain.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that kind of it ruined the night, but it didn't ruin the night. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It ruined the night when we were going home, and I thought we were all gonna die. Yeah. Great concert though.
He's a great. He never, dude. His last 3 albums just like back. They're just all great.
Yeah, all good.
These are the top of the rap world, at least in my opinion.
I'm looking forward to Black's new album, man.
Yes, he's been dropping snippets all over the place
on Instagram. Yeah. He'll probably drop in what I'd say like November, October-ish of 2020. He'll drop his album because I think that's when his most recent album dropped.
Another guy, he's just dropping features all over the place, and it's just random artists, but I mean they're not bad at all.
Does Lil Nas drop it anytime soon?
Lord no.
I know the one snippet he dropped. I forget the name of it. Nug and Matt sent it to me, and it was really good. And so, and I mean, I surprisingly liked his last album too. After, yes, it's "Don't Want It." Nug's typing in our chat. "Don't Want It" is the name of the snippet. That great song. But yeah, his last album was Seven, right? That was the name of it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
so,
that
yeah.
was good. I thought it was gonna be a troll after Old Town Road.
Yeah, I
It was
agree.
actually
It wasn't bad. Yeah.
he's talented. A lot more talented than I expected him to be.
He's interesting.
He is.
Interesting. He's different.
He's funny as
great.
hell on Twitter.
Yeah, great Twitter. Great follow on Twitter.
You gotta respect Lil Nas for honestly what he did with like Old Town Road. Like the fact that he was able to just make the same song and just put different people in it and make it like 5 times, and it was still so popular. And the fact that he probably made, I don't know how much money he made off it, but he obviously probably made a load off of one singular song. That's kind of crazy.
Did get old to me though, but
Yeah.
so to wrap up, we got about 10 minutes left, a little less than 10 minutes, and we're on the subject of music. What were your guys? I can't talk. What were your favorite projects from 2019?
Ooh.
Whoever wants to go first. Do you have any off the top of your head? I'll go
Young
first.
Thug.
Like I said earlier, Revenge of the Dreamers. We're talking about Death Race for Love. Free Spirit was another one with Khalid. Another small guy, Louis Capaldi. I don't know if any of you know him.
Louis Capaldi to get on.
Great voice. Ginger, Brockhampton. One of my favorite albums. I love Brockhampton. If you haven't listened, highly recommend it. And Lost Boy by Corday. He's another guy. I feel like he's so slept on, but he's going to be at the top of the rap game very soon.
Yeah. That is one guy.
I really liked The Search by NF. That was a really good album. I also liked, I mean, I don't know if you want to count this, but like, I started listening to this guy in 2020 off of Nugget and Matt's suggestion, but St. John, Ghetto Lenny's Love Songs, absolute killer album. Absolute fire. If you guys haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it.
All right. One of the ones we haven't mentioned yet, I don't know if you guys listened to it, Freddie Gibbs and Madlib, Bandana. Terrific listen if you haven't given it a listen yet. Also, Post Malone's album was great as well. I liked it. I think he's just great with everything he releases.
Yeah, Post Malone, yeah.
I think Kirk was an album that I absolutely loved, and I think everyone loved it. Bop is one of my favorite songs. And So Much Fun by Young Thug.
Oh, definitely. That's what I was gonna say.
So many songs on that album that are just absolute bangers.
That album was awesome.
This album 2019?
Wait, what?
Was that AJ?
Yeah, it came out in 2019.
Yeah.
That was terrific. I love that.
Yeah.
I would say besides So Much Fun and Death Race for Love, Roddy Ricch's album.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Duh.
I was waiting for someone to say it. And I was like, come on, guys. Like, Roddy Ricch came up in 2019, and the album was fire.
Billie Eilish's albums was pretty good too.
She is talented.
He's really
I agree.
I don't listen to a lot of her stuff, but she's got a great voice. And if we're looking at we can look outside the rap game, look at country, because like I said, I'm on that country wave. Jason Aldean's album 2019 was great. And Sam Hunt's album that he just dropped, fantastic. I saved every song.
I really want to listen to that. Also, hey, what you see is what you get by listening. If you want to listen to some country music, that is the shit right there.
Luke Combs is
another great artist.
Luke Combs is great.
He is terrific. Bringing country back. Him and Morgan Wallen.
Yes, Morgan Wallen just dropped that single. So good.
One of my hometown.
Awesome. Plug in Morgan Wallen. Please listen to the podcast, Morgan Wallen. All right, boys.
Yeah, I just want to add one more country album, Old Dominion. Their new album, Old Dominion. Their self-titled album, absolute fire as well. One man band, great ass song.
Yes, that's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great country out now. I feel like country gets overlooked very much, even by myself. But,
you got a vibe to it, man.
Hell yeah, especially in the summer.
Oh yeah, man. It's about
vibes. Well, I guess that's all we have. So thank you all for joining us in our second ever episode of The Cycle. We're still a little rusty trying to figure out some things, figure out our sound, figure out just how to flow. But Don't forget to follow us on Spotify and Twitter at the CyclePod _ to keep up with our latest releases. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you don't have Spotify, our episodes are dropping there as well. I am hoping to get us on Apple Podcasts tomorrow. And it's on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts as the Cycle Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you come back. Don't forget to check out episode 1, NFL Draft Preview, although this is dropping Friday, so the NFL Draft will already happen. Episode 3 will be the NFL Draft Review with the same guys. Check that out. See you next time. Stay safe and stay healthy.